Oh my god. Where do I even begin? What is up, people? This is Reckless Fox here, and I just saw Civil War a couple of days ago, and wow, I don't even know where to begin. Um, let's just okay. We're just gonna get right to it. There really is no way I can. Okay, we're gonna do what we did with BVS. I'm gonna give you a spoiler-free review. This is the spoiler-free review right here. And then I'm gonna work on the spoiler review. The spoiler review will be up soon. We're just gonna start off with just the story to the movie and compare it to the comic book. Okay? So for those of you who don't know, Marvel Civil War is actually was a big big event in Marvel in which you had sides just like in the movie. You had on one side you had Captain America, and one side you had Iron Man. The story behind it was that the New Warriors fought this one chick, and she blew up 5 blocks, 5 or 6 blocks, killed a bunch of children, and Tony gets blamed for it, and so Tony, along with the president, makes this registration act called the Superhero Registration Act. Captain America says, "Screw that noise! I'm not signing that," which is one of the reasons why I'm part of Team Cap, and I'm gonna explain why I'm part of Team Cap in this one and also in the spoiler review. I don't. I'm with Cap because of the fact that you are they were basically alienating their rights to be supers, to do their job without the government getting involved and whatnot. Now on to the movie, okay, and I'm gonna compare it side by side. Um, something happens in the first 5-10 minutes of the movie that then um solidifies what's about to happen later on in the movie, which is the whole Cap versus Iron Man thing, where they're trying to sign this bill and whatnot. Blah 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 blah. Okay. Again, I will explain a lot because a lot of this will be spoilers. So I'm trying to do my very best not to spoil this. Okay. But what happened? What had happened was it, a mission goes horribly wrong, and Cap takes the fall for it. Then Thunderbolt Ross from the Incredible Hulk comes in. It's like, look, you guys, you the Avengers. Okay, we commend you guys for doing what you do best, and that is trying to protect this world. However, there are some people out there who think that you be effing up a lot. So what we want to do is we're gonna have you sign this bill that Tony did not work on, because he actually does not work on this bill. This was he signs it though. He is Tony is willing to sign this bill for a very specific reason that I will not get into until I get hit the spoiler review. Um, and Cap's like, "Nah, dude." And then more about Bucky happens. Actually, Bucky's a big part of the story in which another thing happens, and it's one of the big reasons why Black Panther gets involved. Again, this will be part of the spoiler review, and whatnot. So that's the overall story without giving away spoilers. Now, when it comes to characters, um, everyone does their part in this movie. This is probably the best acting I've seen in a comic book movie since the Dark Knight trilogy. Don't get me wrong, Marvel movies have always had good acting. I mean, fairly good acting. I'm not gonna say it's like some of the greatest acting. It's not. You're not gonna go into a Marvel movie thinking Godfather or Raging Bull or any other movie I can think of. Goodfellas, okay, or Menace to Society. But other than that, like, you want to see really fine acting in a comic book movie, watch Civil War. It is some of the Civil War arguably is the best well written Marvel movie since Winter Soldier. And that's saying a lot because Winter Soldier is personally my favorite Marvel movie in the whole series because of the fact that when it comes to Captain America movies have always been the dark aspect of Marvel. Not like dark like Netflix dark, but like the first event, Captain America: First Avenger. When you look at the movie as a whole, it's a man lost in time. He's lost everything, and Bucky and Peggy Carter are the only two things that remain of his timeline. And it's dealing with a guy who basically kind of has PTSD. I mean, he went through not only did he volunteer for an experiment that might kill him, he watched some of his friends die. He has fought Nazis, Hydra, etc., etc. Winter Soldier talks about how the government watches us, and Captain America is always like, "No, fuck that. You ain't gonna be watching me. You ain't gonna be watching me masturbate." But on a serious note, it was like Captain America was when Project Insight happened. He's like, I'm not letting this happen. Like, look, America, we've done some shady things. Okay, I fairly admit that, but we always try to do what's best for this country. This is not what's best for our country at all. You're asking us to, you're alienating our right to privacy.
You know, I read those SSR files. Greatest Generation? You guys did some nasty stuff.
Yeah, we compromised, sometimes in ways that made us not sleep so well. But we did it so that people could be free. This isn't freedom. This is fear.
You can really tie what happens in the Captain America movies with real life. And that's what I really like about the movie. So we get to the part where like these are gonna be the cons. I have a major con about this movie, but again, that's sort of spoiler. I feel as if that, let's see, four scenes that will be in the spoiler. I can there are specific things that happen in the movie where they're kind of plot holes, but if you were paying attention to Winter Soldier, you would understand some of these things were gonna come back. Um, again, wow, this movie is really hard. Honestly, this movie is hard to not mention or talk about without talking about spoilers. So, if you guys want to know my overall, um, this stupid ass dog. Hold on, Baxter, go find your bed. Find your bed. You just went to the bathroom. Come on now, help me help you. Anyways, so if you want to know my overall score without going to the nitty gritty, I'm just gonna give it to you. This movie, if you haven't watched it, you need to go see it. Go see Captain America: Civil War. This is a must-see movie. Don't pirate it. Don't don't wait till it goes out on DVD. If you have a friend who owes you money, tell them no. Buy me a ticket to go see Civil War. Civil War, honestly, I keep saying honestly, but honestly, it's so fucking good. Okay, Civil War is the best Marvel movie right now. Top five. Let's say it like this. For me, Guardians of the Galaxy was number one. Number two was Winter Soldier, and then Avengers. Then there was two other movies I can't remember. I think Ant Man slid in, and then there's Iron Man 1 or Iron Man 3. I don't remember. Well, Civil War just bumped Guardians of the Galaxy down, not because of and it finally will shut people up about how Marvel is all kid friendly and whatnot. It's like, no, Marvel knows its target audience. Okay, and with Captain America isn't really, it's targeted to kids, but it's also targeted for adults who understands the situations that are going on in the world and how you can tie it in with a comic book character like Captain America. Um, the fight between both sides was amazing. You had Black Panther on one side. Black Panther stole the fucking show. In case you guys want to know, Black Panther stole the show. Black Panther plays a significant part to the movie. At which point the entire movie is based off what happens with him. Spider-Man, great. He was Tom Holland is when you take Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield, you morph them into one, and you just have this new character. Like I am looking forward to Homecoming because that's the new Spider-Man movie that comes out I think next year. Ant-Man was really good. Ant-Man and Hawkeye stole the show for Team Cap, while Black Panther and Spider-Man stole the show for Team Iron Man. Because like everything that happened with those guys, it was great. The fight choreography was amazing, the writing, the direction that the movie went into, and if in case you guys want to know, the movie does have a villain. There is a villain in the movie. I won't go into detail. That's gonna be part of the spoiler review though. But overall, guys, if you really, really enjoyed Marvel movies, and if you really enjoyed Winter Soldier, and you think that Marvel can't really outdo themselves, Civil War is the superior movie of every single movie that's come out. And for those of you who really hated Age of Ultron, you will enjoy this movie. I'm not even gonna give it a score. I'm just gonna say go see it. Go see it. Pay $10, 11, $12 for it. Go see it again and again. I'm actually gonna go see it again this week. So when I do my spoiler review, I will have more detail on some of the things because I actually wrote down the stuff like all the pros and cons, but all the pros and cons are part of the spoiler review. So go see it, have fun, and I will go into detail about why because there's one thing I will say. Um, for the next part of this review, I will compare it to Batman vs Superman, and I'm going to explain why. Because of the fact that there there are people, I won't say who say that this movie is just like Batman vs Superman. Well, for those of you who do think that, I'm going to expose you motherfuckers, and I am going to basically break down the reasons why Civil War is vastly different to BVS. Okay? But that's all for another time. And that's all I have, guys. If you like this vague review of Civil War, please hit the follow button. And like the video. Critique it. I do take your critiques and I try to improve my videos. Matter of fact, I started using this because I was told that the audio um, from the BVS review was really bad. So I decided to use this. And I shouldn't be wearing my glasses because y'all can see the reflection. So this is until I get my new mic, and I'm gonna give you a new webcam as well. Oh, this is my actual webcam I use for when I stream on Twitch, and I am talking on my ass. So please make sure to hit the follow button here, or the subscribe button. I don't know. Subscribe here. Subscribe to my Twitch account. Subscribe to ScrewAttack.com, where I actually did do a top 5 MCU moments. The link will be in the description box below. Also follow me on SoundCloud and follow me on Twitter, where I can let you guys know when I will be streaming on Twitch and when will be uploading my Let's Play Resident Evil 5, which I'm working on. Part 8 is I have Part 8, guys. I just have not had the time to edit it, and I'm working on Part 9 now with Exile Oreo. So there you have it. This is Reckless Fox, the Scrub Club. Peace out. Keep on wrecking things that are not $20 or less, because that Harriet Tubman $20 bill is gonna keep your ass in line for spending your money on some bull crap. All right, and watch out for on the spoiler review that I will be posting later on this week. All right, guys. Peace.